PHNDC has advocated on neighborhood-wide issues affecting the Prospect Heights community, including public accountability at the Atlantic Yards Project. The construction of the school facility we're here to discuss tonight was agreed upon between the state and Atlantic Yards developer Forest City Radnor at the approval of the original project plan in 2006. The 616 seats described in the SCA notice are intended as partial mitigation for increased demand for public school space caused by a projected 2,000 primary and intermediate school students occupying buildings in the Atlantic Yards project. So note that the seats provided at this facility represent less than a third of the projected demand for Atlantic Yards residents. And where the capacity to meet the remaining demand will come from, we don't yet know. The SCA's alternative site analysis states that, quote, the proposed space within the B15 building would help to accommodate the increase in the local public school student population associated with the new housing that is under construction and planned as part of the Atlantic Yards project. We'd like to be clear that although we take no issue with the proposed location of the school facility, any suggestion that it will be built primarily to serve the needs of Atlantic Yards residents is totally unacceptable. Construction of the new facility under consideration tonight will be paid for by the public. The completed facility will be situated within a project that has benefited from hundreds of millions of dollars of direct public aid in the form of taxpayer dollars, zoning overrides, special access to tax-exempt financing for the construction of an arena, and the use of the extraordinary power of eminent domain to acquire land. So while the 616 seats to be provided in this facility might be considered a mitigation for the impacts of the Atlantic Yards project, the facility itself is not a mitigation. It's a public asset. And its additional seat capacity is fungible. It can and should be used throughout District 13 to better align both new and existing facilities with need and demand at all grade levels. In the case of this community, its greatest need is for a middle school accessible to all of its students. No such school currently exists in Prospect Heights. As several speakers have mentioned, PS9's 2012 request to expand into the space being vacated by IS 571 and offer grades K through 8 was denied by the DOE, and the space was instead granted to a charter network. IS 340 currently serves middle school students from another district. It would be unconscionable for the children of this neighborhood to be continued to be denied a local middle school while newly constructed facilities paid for with their families' tax dollars were prioritized for other students. We therefore call upon the SCA, the DOE, and our elected officials to develop a plan for the use of the school at Atlantic Yards B15 in conjunction with the local community that addresses our community's need for a middle school accessible to all District 13 students, including students that will one day live in the Atlantic Yards site. The plan must optimize the use of space across grade levels in District 13 facilities so that those assets deliver the greatest value to the greatest number of students in our neighborhoods. And finally, the plan for the proposed facility must address traffic and pedestrian safety concerns of local residents and fire and police services. We look forward to working with parents, community members, elected officials, and city agencies to achieve this goal. So thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening.